my name is Bethany McInnes and I'm a second year student at Uni SA. I've wanted to be a classroom teacher since year 4, and when it comes to the arts I've always found it enjoyable, but mainly the visual aspects of it and kind of the drama. But at school I wasn't a big fan of dance or music, mainly because I didn't get to experience it at a young year level. So when I got into the higher year levels I wasn't very confident in myself at it, so I didn't really give it a shot. I think of myself as a creative person, but mainly in the writing aspect. I enjoy writing stories and poetry, and I'm better at expressing myself through my words as opposed to visual or movement cues. My family is quite artsy in the visual sense, so my dad's a writer but he's also a drawer, and my mum likes to be hands-on, crafty, make things around the house. So it was nice to come to the uni tutorials and experience a different type of art. Admittedly, before starting this course I didn't really consider that myself as a classroom teacher would actually be teaching any of the arts like drama or music or media studies. I just assumed that the school I went to would have a specific teacher to teach those things. So it was kind of a shock when I realised that I had to do it myself. It frightened me at first knowing I had to teach dance to children when I had no dance talent at all. However, the tutorial taught me that I don't particularly need a large range of dance skills to teach the children, but rather create new moves with the students and work together. So that name syllable dance that we did, it really allowed everyone to have a go and create their own moves, and it didn't really involve too many difficult twists and turns, and allowed the students to come up with moves that were at their own ability, which showed me as a teacher where the students are, kind of as a starting point, but also didn't stretch them too far that they didn't feel uncomfortable and too challenged by the task. It was a good way to introduce dance before finding out what styles the students liked as well. So a lot of the moves we did in the tutorial were hip-hop moves, so if that kind of stuff happened in the classroom then I'd probably introduce some more hip-hop dancers as we went on. It made me realise that the course had more than just nutbush and basic rhythm dances that I did in school, but really focusing on the timing, the space, the dynamic of the dance, levels, all that kind of stuff that I didn't really touch on myself when I was in basic dance at school, to be something I would incorporate into the classroom. And I'm most looking forward to bringing media arts into my classroom. I've never really thought of the implications that not understanding social media could have on children. So the concept of fake news has been floating around lately, and as an educated adult I can find and understand bias and fake news in the media, but children who haven't been exposed to these things may not be able to do that. So I'd like to be able to teach them how to distinguish the two, so the fake news and the real news articles, especially online and in social media. I use my knowledge of social media and online sites to teach students how to look and what to look out for, and how to respond to such information. This would involve in looking at who owns the media, how many different sites they own, the different types of media, and framing the question, should we believe everything we do see in the media? And this can be incorporated in other subjects as well, looking at English, looking at politics, geography, history and things like that. So as a teacher of the arts, I'll try to convey to my students the importance of being expressive and creative, and that no idea is a bad idea. All art is subjective, meaning that whether or not a piece of art is good or not is a personal opinion. I'm trying to get that into the kids' minds. Along with teaching students how to make art, I'd like to show them how to respond to it as well, and put emphasis on being open-minded when looking at different art pieces, whether it be visual or movement or musical. Reflecting on the art course, I think I've really grown in understanding the other art forms that are not just visual arts, because admittedly that is the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear the term arts. And I've really become more confident in teaching the other aspects, especially drama and music, which I hadn't had previous experience in. And I think it's really opened me up to understanding why it's important for students to learn these topics at school, because I didn't personally learn them, and now I feel like I'm at somewhat of a disadvantage. All my creativity lies in writing, when there's all these other ways to express it through dance, through music and song, through creating videos, through drama plays, and all the arts build confidence, and I think that's something I lacked as a child, and I think as a teacher I would like to build that confidence in the students, so they'll be able to express themselves better.